such associations it has infected. Not infected in terms of getting the virus, but infected like spurring them to action is the Africa Patriotic Youth Council movement. The president is here. He's a friend of ours. He's called King Afak Ernest. Over the past couple of weeks, he's been guiding and ushering a couple of young people to go out in efforts to help Cameroon as a nation contain the ravaging impacts of COVID-19. Thanks for coming, Ernest.
Thank you, Mr. Divine, and it's a pleasure to be here once more to educate our youth.
I like to see you sound and safe, but I'm looking around and asking myself, where's the face mask I used to have around? Because when you come, and I know you've been in contact with a couple of people out there all these days. And
unfortunately, I should be the one to be afraid of you because you have more cases than I do.
He got me right. He did. Thanks sincerely for coming.
Thank you so much.
And I look at you and the efforts you drum. You're always there. When there's something big, you're always there, mobilizing young people to come out and improve their worth.
Yeah, we believe that it is a test of time to test your ability as a leader, as an advocate, as anything you intend to do. There is a moment where you have to take proper actions without necessarily being told to do so, so that you can demonstrate that it is a free will, it is a genuine cause, it is like passion that took you to where you intend to be. Not like because you see some money passing somewhere, you just go and position yourself to be part of the beneficiary. So we are trying to give people that awareness that the continent and the nation, the community we live, needs each other proper intervention.
Okay. Now, yeah, please go ahead.
That is why the APYCM, the African Patriotic Youth Council, the Cameroon Charter, had to come out.
You're his president, right? He's just being very modest. He is Mr. President.
So we gather together and see that this is a time that we have to do something, especially when young youth are not aware of the impact that it is causing, especially economically, and otherwise health-wise, it is also causing a lot of challenges. So we realize that it is time, and we were the first group to be in the field to campaign and donate hand sanitizer and face masks to a lot of taxi driver, public drivers, and we met with them and we discussed with them on guide them on how to be hygienic, to take care of hygienic.
What's the reception been like from these people, from your target
they were so impressed because we met with the bus drivers, the president, the union drivers and the leaders. We discussed with them, they called their drivers and we spoke to them and give them that kind of education that is necessary at this moment. That we told them, and we give them this hand sanitizer because you can imagine that they are the one that if they are affected, it means that coming back home one day they can affect a lot of people. So the drivers,
I'm sorry about that, it's not COVID, right? Please.
The drivers are supposed to be well protected because they carry a lot of people each day. So when we give them that protection, we are actually protecting a number of people as well.
Right. I'm just wondering and saying that, well, if the drivers across Cameroon, because that's one space that's still open, it's not been locked down yet, these people take money, change, right? Every time you pay cash, they give you change, right? Imagine what could happen if only one of them gets infected. We're all dead. I'm scared. Now, I look at the young people across Cameroon, and I was mentioning the public transportation system. You still have the crowded buses, the 70-seater buses that shuttle between the urban centers across the country. And I just tell myself, I say, no, the young people in Cameroon are playing with this thing. They're playing with fire. They don't imagine what may happen when it will eventually happen. Right?
I think
are they aware enough, the young people in this place?
To an extent, they are limited with information or the gravity of the COVID-19 in their heart and surrounding, because
they don't care,
they are
right?
also. I can also put it in this way that their inability to act the way we intend them to act is because of the inability of the government to act the way we're supposed to see them acting.
The government has been acting, Ernest. You can't deny that.
How can they be acting when you See, Mr. Divine, I am from Boya.
Just say Divine, it's okay. Go ahead.
I'm from Boya, and you have to imagine that all the decisions the government is taking to fight COVID-19 at the end is going back to the common citizen and causing more hardship to the same citizen. You can imagine the transport. Last time I came to Douala, I paid 3,000. That is 3 times the transport fare to Douala. And today I have to pay 2.5. That is additional cost. Okay. What about a common man who is earning not up to 1,000 francs a day? The decision taken by the government to reduce the number of persons in taxis or in
on the motorbike, motorbikes
it's a good decision, but how do you make this decision in such a way that it will not be handicap to the common citizen, because the masses are is the concern of everyone. Every government should be focusing on how the masses will feel better, not how their decision will sound good, but at the end causing more damage to the local population. That is my concern.
Would you prefer that that people die from hunger or die from COVID-19, Ernest? What's your pick there?
My pick there would be that
you die from
something that kills you.
It could be
anything, but you have to take measures towards anything that can kill you.
All right, and so you say, I'll just sum that up, right? You say the lackadaisical or the languid nature with which the young people across Cameroon are approaching the virus is a result of what they see from above.
Above, that is, I think that is the measure. Because also you have to know that coronavirus, I don't want to say that it is not a bad thing. It is a bad thing, but some of the consequences of our leader is more dangerous than coronavirus. You know that.
Okay. Let me rush you on this. Recently, there have been reactions and counter-reactions following the treatment of Africans in China.
Yes.
Have you reacted at the level of the APYCM?
Yeah, in this week, we've all at the Continental platform, we've been discussing on measures to overcome this threat, and it is high time we are going to be very tough when situations like this come.
How tough can you be?
We can be tough because
this is the same
for
China
instance,
that all of Africa
last year on
relies
behalf
on
of the APYCM, on my
so
way back from South America, I had to on my transit in Europe, in Turkey,
Istanbul, right?
Istanbul.
I remember.
Yeah, you see, I found that Africans were badly treated and detained in the airport. I took images and videos, advocated and shared it to some diplomats, and they reacted because we told them that it's gone past the time that you have to treat Africans the way you think. Why coming to Africans' own businesses and operate the way you like, and you go back to your country and you find our citizens being treated like animals? You can't imagine that Turkey was the one taking care of this this stadium constructed, and they are making a lot of money. But you go there, you find your citizens treated in that manner. It was very provocative, and I could not take it. I had to take other measures, complain to other our team in different countries, and we started reacting, and they had to bound to our pressure. That shows that the unity of Africa can create a greater force that everybody will respect. I always say that you cannot be respected if you cannot create impact. And so if we start creating impact by taking actions, that you cannot be afraid of somebody if he has nothing to offer you or do you anything.
That's
but
why
when you
Africans
start looking at it, if I slap this guy will be able to slap me back in another form. That is when you try to adjust your actions towards that person.
Some say African leaders have proven to be the toothless bulldogs in this case, because apart from the likes of Ambassador Arikanachi Hombori, no African president has officially made a pronouncement regarding the Chinese treatment of Africans. We'll come to that when we come back next week, because I bet you it's going to be a trending story for the next coming weeks. Looking beyond COVID-19, where do you see the young people in Africa? You still have that conference in Uganda.
Yeah, it's coming up in July.
Provided
after the COVID-19 is over, and we are also looking forward to have more participants from Cameroon. I received a letter of more engagement from Cameroon.
That's good news, right?
Yeah, so we are looking forward to have more participants that will be moving there for this because it's all about imperialist, fighting imperialist actions in Africa.
When you come around next time, and probably that will be next week, we'll delve more into how to get more people can participate.
Yes,
and come on join the APYCM platform.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.
It's my pleasure.
Now we're going to, rush to